Hi everyone, I'm Brandy. I'm here on the Cargill branch of the Bruce County Public Library, and welcome back to the Bruce County Public Library Online Builders Club and our monthly Online Builders Club challenge video. So we designed these STEAM activities, and if you weren't sure, STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math, so all those fun things together. We designed these STEAM activities to get your brain thinking and your hands working on some creative ideas. So on the last Thursday of each month after 4:30 p.m., you can check out our Facebook and our YouTube channels and see the video that we've posted for the month. If you'd like to join us live for our virtual online Builders Club, email the Walkerton Branch Library at walib@brucecounty.on.ca to get an invite to our live Microsoft Teams meeting, which we host at 4:30 p.m. on the last Thursday of the month. And in these meetings, we come together, we hang out, we build, we create, and do that on the theme for the month. And we share tips and tidbits and some new books, stories, and some laughs. So next month's Online Builders Club Live is Thursday, December 30th at 4:30 p.m. That's during the holiday break. So if you're looking for something to do that afternoon, send us an email and we'll make sure you get on the call. We'd love to see you there. So this month's challenge is all about boxes. I've got some props here in the back. In the past, boxes, which were used to transport all of the things that we needed, most of them were made with wood. Maybe they were even made into the shape of barrels, but transported like food and material, things that were shipped around the world on boats and trains, and they were usually made with wood. So this one has been stapled together, this little box or crate, and this is how a lot of things were transported around. And boxes are really useful things. If you look around your home, you can see boxes used for all kinds of things: packaging, storing things, shipping things, just holding things like Kleenex and other materials that you kind of use regularly. So take a look around your house and you'll see a lot of boxes, and you'll probably start getting a lot of ideas about how to build a box. So the first box that I am going to show you is a Lego box that I made, and I made it with a lid for a little extra challenge, and I'll walk you through that. First, I used a few pieces for a base. These are the thin Lego plates, and then I just used some single pieces, some long ones and some individual ones. I have lots of different architectural pieces. This is what I could find to build the sides of my box. So I decided on the shape because that's what I had, but you can make as big or as small as you wanted. And I wanted to make a lid. So the lid that I designed was oval shaped, because that's, again, the pieces that I had. I made this little handle for the top, and my lid fits just like this. It doesn't fit perfectly. If I pushed it down, it would like snap on, and then it would be hard to get off. So it just sits on top. So it's kind of like a little decorative box. It could be a gift box, something fun to make. And what I used so that I could hold these pieces together, because you can see this is one a larger plate with a rounded end and a smaller rectangular plate. Hopefully you can kind of see that. It's hard to see. And this one here is a rounded plate. And what I used on the back of these plates was just some other small plates to hold them together to make the whole top of the box. I'm going to snap that together, and that holds those pieces together. And then I just actually made sure that these pieces were the same shape and size, not as my base plate, but as the opening of my box. So I just tested to see if these little pieces that are holding my lid together would fit snug inside my box, and they do. So they rest right there. And that is a box with a lid. And you can see I had to use all kinds of interesting pieces to make the sides of my box. So that's one idea for a Lego, and you could use it to store special things or to give something to someone. Maybe it could hide some candy as like a holiday treat. That's one idea. The other idea I had was to make a paper box. And what I did was actually use the shape of my Lego box as a template. So a template is something we use as an example to do something else, to design something else. And I used paper And what I did, if I can show you this here, it's not flat, but I traced the bottom of my box. And actually what I did so I could use like the paper really efficiently was trace the side of my box up here on the paper and then the bottom of my box. So it was like I flattened my box out and I traced this side of my box, and then I only had one end that was flat because of all these little bumpy architectural pieces. Then I traced this end of my box and this end. So I traced the sides of the box. I used an example. This was my template to make the shape of a box. And what I did was cut around the box. And then these inside lines are my folding lines. So then I cut around each of these outside lines, and then I actually used the side of my box as a way to fold these pieces up, or you could use a ruler. And once I cut it out, then I had my box. So I used tape on the corner. You can kind of see the shiny part there where I've folded the box up and taped the corner. So I folded each of the four sides together and taped them. And that's my little tiny construction paper box. It's really not very sturdy. It's kind of flimsy, but you might find something a fun use for a construction paper box, and you could absolutely make a lid. You would just make a slightly larger box or a shorter box to slide on top of that. So you'd have to do a little bit of thinking and creating to make that happen. But that is how you could make a really simple four-sided box. This is my rectangle shape. I wanted to show you a couple of other box ideas or design ideas because maybe you have some other materials you would like to use to build a box. This is the bottom of like maybe a piece of electronics, or the bottom of like candy or chocolate boxes are often like this. And you can kind of see that some pieces of the box are folded in and they actually piece together to make a really sturdy box. Mine was super flimsy, this one was not. So there are some cool designs for boxes that would make it stronger, so I'd encourage you to play with that. And this box here was just one I found back in our recycling area. It's a lot like our box in that it's really just pieces folded together, but it has a little extra flap here that is used to attach it to the outside. So adding some pieces like that make your box a lot more sturdy. And this one again had a flap here where the top could attach, and then you could, and here they use some tape around it to package it and send it off. But using some flaps and pieces where the cardboard or paper overlap makes your box a lot more sturdy. So when you glue it together or tape it together, that really helps. And then the next idea I had for making boxes, so I totally encourage you to go around the house if you've got some boxes and you're allowed to pull them apart, like the cereal box, maybe a box a package has arrived in, a box from Kleenex, that kind of thing. Take it apart and see how it's built together. And then if you unfold it, you can maybe make your own, use it as a template to make your own box with other materials. I'm going to show you a couple of other things that you could do, because the other idea for this week is maybe you don't want to make a box, but you want to decorate a box. Maybe you want to give a gift or just decorate it so you can use it as display in your room or to store your toys or craft supplies. There are so many boxes when you start looking around. Here is a fruit basket that's left over. So that is a box, and you could easily wrap paper or fabric around it to create a cool decorative box. And this is some plastic packaging. Some chalk came in this box and it has a lid. So again, you can decorate it and add your own flair to make this box a fun decorative item. So that's it for this week. Those are some ideas I wanted to share all about boxes, making your own, decorating them. Maybe you've got some gifts to give, or you want to set them out in your room or have some cool places to store your toys. So I hope you have fun playing with and learning about boxes and creating some boxes of your own. Thanks so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see what you've made. Take a picture of your creation and share it online using our hashtag BCPL Online Builders Club, and then you can search the hashtag to see what everyone else has created too. And remember, you can join us in our online Microsoft Teams meeting the last Thursday of each month at 4:30 p.m. We get together and we hang out, and you can email the Walkerton Branch Library at walib@brucecounty.on.ca to receive that Microsoft Teams invite. And the next monthly meeting is set for Thursday, December 30th during the school break at 4:30 p.m. So if you have time that day, we'd love to see you online. It's pretty fun. So that's it for me. We'll see you next time. Have fun. Bye.